Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Biani. What can I do for you today?
Hi. I wanted to talk about going on the pill or some kind of contraception. I've got a boyfriend now. I'm just really worried about not getting pregnant. Also, will my mum find out I've had this appointment?
Thanks for sharing that. We can definitely have a chat about your contraception. What we discuss is confidential unless there is anything that I am concerned about and need to escalate it.
Okay, that makes me feel a bit better. Thank you. So my mum definitely couldn't see this on like an app or anything if she rang the surgery. I'd really like to get something sorted today if that's possible, so I can start using it soon.
So the consultation will be on your online records, but we can limit its sharing so that it isn't visible on the online records but only visible on what we are able to see here, if that helps and gives you some reassurance.
Yeah, that does help. I really don't want her knowing I'm sexually active. She'd be so upset. I was kind of hoping to go on the pill, like my friends are. Is that something I could start today?
It's definitely something that we can talk about. Is there any particular contraceptive pill that you would like to try?
I don't really know the names. Sorry. Just the normal pill that my friends take, the combined one, I think. I've read a bit about it online and it sounds like what I want. I just want something really reliable.
Fair enough. I think we need to just get a bit more information and then I can advise you appropriately if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. What sort of things do you need to know?
Firstly, do you mind telling me when your last period was?
Yeah, that's fine. My last period started about 2 weeks ago.
And I just need to ask some sensitive questions if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm a bit nervous talking about that stuff, but I get that you need to ask.
Are your periods fairly regular?
Yeah, they're pretty regular. I track them on an app and they're usually about the same each month.
And have you noticed any bleeding in between your periods or after sex at all?
No, nothing like that. I only bleed when I'm on my period, not in between or after sex.
Great. And can I ask, did you use any protection when you were last sexually active?
Yeah, we used a condom last time. We always try to use them, but it still makes me a bit worried in case something goes wrong.
So, just to be clear, there hasn't been any unprotected sex since your last period 2 weeks ago.
No, we've always used condoms since then. There was one time he almost didn't put it on, but we stopped and he did, which really freaked me out. That's kind of why I'm so keen to get something proper sorted now.
I totally understand, and we'll hopefully be able to help you today.
Okay, that's a relief to hear. I just really want to be properly protected and not stressing all the time. Do you need to know anything about my health or anything like that?
Yes, do you have any history of migraines at all?
Yeah, I do get migraines. I've had them since I was about 13, and sometimes I see like flashy lights in my vision before the headache comes.
And have you ever had any blood clots in the legs or the lungs, or any problems with high blood pressure?
No, nothing like that. I've never had any blood clots or problems with my blood pressure. Not that I know of anyway.
And I appreciate it's uncommon at your age, but any history of problems with your breasts or any history of stroke at all?
No, I've never had any problems with my boobs or anything like that. And no strokes or anything either, not for me.
And in your family, has there been any of the problems that I've mentioned already?
Not that I know of. Nobody in my close family has had strokes or blood clots or breast cancer, as far as I've been told.
So we can look at starting you on contraception today, but because of your history of migraines, we would not be able to give you combined contraceptive pill.
Oh, really? I thought that was like the standard one everyone my age is on. Why does the migraine thing mean I can't have it? Is it dangerous? I was really hoping for that one, especially if I'm starting something today.
Yes, most people do end up on the combined contraceptive pill, but because of your migraines and the fact that you're getting these flashy lights, if we put you on the combined contraceptive pill, it puts you at increased risk of stroke. Hence, we're not allowed to prescribe it.
Oh, wow. Okay, that does sound pretty serious. I definitely don't want to risk a stroke. So, what could I go on instead that would be safe with my migraines but still really reliable? I'd still really like to start something today if we can.
Would you be interested at all in looking at the long acting contraceptive options, such as the coil or the implant, or is it definitely a pill that you would be wanting to go on?
I'm not totally against things like the coil or implant, but they sound a bit scary right now. I'd need more time to think about those. If there's a pill that's safe with my migraines, I'd rather try that first, especially if I can start today.
Sure, we can look at starting you on something called a progesterone only pill, which is something that we could start you on today.
Okay, that sounds good if it's safe with my migraines, and I'm really glad I can start it today. I don't really know how you're meant to take it though, like what time and what happens if I forget one.
Sure, the most common one, which is the one I'm going to start you on today, is called Sorel. It has a 12-hour window, so if you take it normally at 8 in the morning, you can still take it until 8 in the evening without it being a problem. You can start taking it from today, but I would suggest that you use.
Okay, that sounds manageable. But what if it's more than 12 hours late?
Then this can lead to what we call a missed pill, and we would then suggest you contacting us for advice or checking a leaflet which I will send you of how to manage if you miss a pill, because it depends on how many pills you have missed.
Okay, having the leaflet will help. Thanks. If I'm good at taking it on time, how effective is it? Like, is it as good as the other pill or condoms? And will it change my periods a lot or make them really irregular?
With regards to your periods, it sometimes some patients find that they don't have any bleeding at all, while others find that they may have spotting every month or some irregular bleeding, and we won't know until 3 months after starting the pill.
Right, okay. I guess I'll just have to see how my periods go then. And in terms of actually stopping pregnancy, is it really reliable as long as I'm taking it properly? I'm just a bit scared of it secretly not working.
You're right that it does rely on you taking it